Check. Alright guys, about to get the show started. And we should be live. Alrighty. So we get the chat brought up so I can see that. And here we are, the 757-200 on its way to Fort Lauderdale. There is ATC online too. I just filed my flight plan. We have Atlanta, Jax online, as well as Atlanta. 2 approaches. Oh, well, 1 approach online. And an ATIS. Probably too far north to see if Miami Center is online. They may be. I didn't look. Alright, so let's get everything started. We just hopped in the airplane. And let's just check over the overhead to make sure it's set the way it should be. These are all nav. Real quick, let's check our fuel supply. Let me see how we have 26.0 on board with 25.9 release, so that's good. Let's go ahead and turn the fuel pumps on. Back to route. Alrighty then. Real quick, let's just do the safety checks that are required, which on this airplane is really just testing the transponder.
TCAS system test okay.
As soon as that's checked, we're good to go there. Alright, let's go ahead and set pressurization for Fort Lauderdale, which is 65 feet elevation. Landing altitude, 64, close enough for government work. Alright, let's go ahead and get the aircraft ready to go. Primarily, we just got to worry about the flight management system, but real quick, overhead rundown. This panel's good. This panel's good. This one's good. Flip these on, set those to off. This one's good. And this one's good. Alright, so everything's good. Pick the aircraft up from the previous flight crew. Let's go ahead and open the windows. It's getting a little warm out here. There we go. Alright, we just need to set the aircraft up. And we're going to need our dispatch to do so. We are leaving Atlanta, heading to Fort Lauderdale. We are Delta 1615. And real quick, I'm going to bring up this thing. Here's our manifest. Back 178 passengers, their bags, plus a box of automobile tires and packaged food. And we are 16:15, scheduled departure at 15:05. We're running a bit late, so I don't think we're going to be departing on time. Alright, so 15:05, heading optional service. Expected arrival at 1700, ETE is 155. Alright, so let's enter in our departure route, or our flight plan, I should say. We're departing via Smilts 1. Let's check the ATIS real quick and see what they are using. 8 left, 9 right, numerous aircraft, simultaneous approaches. Expecting the ground will be departing runways 8 and 9 are left. Alright, so they're departing runways 8 and 9 are left. Or 8 right, 9 are left. Which are these two. It's a relatively short taxi, so we need to tell the flight attendants to use the safety briefing, not the safety video. We'll plan for a departure on 8 right, I believe. So the problem is, with the scenery I'm using, the ground crew, since we're here, is going to push us back, so we head for 8 right. We may get assigned 9 or left, though. I'm going to plan for 8 right, but we can always reassign if necessary. So 8 right's our departure runway. Let's see, 8 right to Wallet, and our flight plan after that is direct Valdosta, which is OTK. OTK 114.8, I'm familiar with that waypoint. And then via Jingle 4 into Fort Lauderdale. Jingle 4, OTK transition, unknown arrival runway at the moment, but I'm gonna go ahead and just jump out and say it's probably gonna be 10 left. I think. Let's find out. Let's actually look at our. Let's see here. Yeah, probably 10 left. I don't think my scenery has the new 8,000 foot runway down there. And that was probably my clearance coming through. Yep. Let's plan for 10 left. We can always redo it if necessary. Alright, let's read our clearance. This was from Atlanta Approach. Pre-departure clearance, call sign Delta 1615, beacon on 0406. Let's go ahead and set that. 0, 4, 0, 6, transponder on. Expect flight level 370, departing Atlanta, arriving Fort Lauderdale. Equipment 752 approved. Smilts 1 wallet OTK, Jingle 4. Departure frequency 127.9er. We're going to go ahead and have that set in COM 1. 127 decimal niner. There we go. 127.9er set. Altitude restriction as published on the SID. RNAV departures are runway dependent. RNAV SID confirmed first fix with tower prior to departure. Additional information, ground will assign runway with taxi instructions. Contact appropriate ground controller at published south side of the terminal ramp. So we're going to 9 left. Okay. This message serves as your pre-departure clearance. You do not need to reply. Yada yada yada. Alright, we're good to go there. So we are heading to 9 left. Let's redo the runway. Departure, runway 9er left now. And just make sure it didn't completely kill everything. Smelts, wallet, OTK vectors, yada yada yada. Activate, performance initialization page. Alright, we need the dispatch now. Alright, here's our dispatch from the airline dispatcher. Our fuel was 26.0, which matched the dispatch. We already checked that. The pumps are on. Zero fuel weight today is 175.1. 175.1. Which gives us a gross weight of 201.1. Our... That's not what I was looking for. Fuel reserves is 11.6. Damn, that's a big reserve. 11. Well, it's the weather over Florida is probably causing that. Cruise altitude 370 and the cost index is 75. So 370, cost index of 75. Nope, 75. Execute that. Real quick, we'll just check 306 Mach 0.8 and Mach 0.8. Cool. Alrighty, we need to review our SID real quick. I'm going to bring it up here so everyone can see it. This is the SID we're flying, departing 9er left, which is this runway right here. It's going to be a heading of 095 to join the 115 course to Grits. Heisman at 250 knots. Trophy and then Smilts. We need to be crossing Smilts at or above 10,000 due to that altitude right there. Should be no problem. This is an airplane that can climb pretty quickly. Alright, let's just read runway 9er left, climb 095, intercept 115 grits, then I'll dictate departure route, yada yada yada. Just reading the obstacles. Maintain 10,000, expect 5 out to 10 minutes after departure. That's our restriction there. Alrighty, so we're gonna punch in we're gonna actually set 250 in this. As for noise abatement, I typically don't worry about the noise abatement when departing Atlanta because they need you up at 250 knots as quick as possible. Set this to 095. And that's at 10,000, that's good. Arm the auto brakes. We'll be using flaps, we'll say flaps 5 on this departure with an acceleration height of 1,500. We'll assume temperature. It's 24 degrees Celsius out there now. Let's go with a 30 degrees assumed temperature. D-rate mode 1, which gives us V speeds of 140, 143, and 148. So 140, 143, 148. Sound test good. And our CG, we just need that from dispatch. The center of gravity we can get from the load sheet, actually. CG at takeoff is going to be 26%. Punch that in. Gives us a trim of 3.9. .96. There we go. It says our CG is 12% for some reason. I do not know why. Alright. Well, we've got our pre-departure clearance. Let's review the ATIS again. This is information. Foxtrot. Altimeter 3016. 3016. Alright, good to go there. As for our nav display, map mode, lowest range. And what does that button do? We want traffic on that. I'm going to set that at 200 feet. We're not going to need that to arrival, but it's good to go ahead and set it now so I don't have to worry about it later. And real quick, we'll run through the checklist with the co-pilot.
Pre-start checklist.
Okay, pre-start checks. Logbooks.
Checked.
Oxygen crew supply.
Tested.
Flight instruments.
Checked.
Parking brake.
Set.
Fuel control switches.
Cut off.
Pre-start checklist complete.
Alright, let's go ahead and get the passengers loading on board. Auto load is in progress. Let's see, request boarding. Alright, passengers will start boarding the aircraft now. We are definitely running late. Let's go ahead and get the APU up and running, which we will do by APU to on, beacon light on, APU to start, release. Fault light comes on, run light should start flashing, and the APU is powering up here. Once this is good and stable, and that run light is solid, the APU is ready to go. Check. There we go. APU is stable. And the run light is solid, so APU generator on. APU bleed on. ISO valve on. Ground crew can go ahead and disconnect external power and external bleed air. Let's go ahead and flip these over to auto. Someone just landed over there. I see our baggage trucks coming on over. Let's go ahead and close the rear passenger door. We're going to set this to the ground crew view. There we go. Alright, passengers are boarded with GSX. What's the status here? They're getting on board relatively quickly. Alright. And set radar tilt 5 degrees up. Now, how are we going to do the pushback? Because they're going to push us back with the tail facing that way, but that's the way we need to taxi. So I may just have to do a 180 on the ramp. We'll figure it out. Probably just going to end up doing a 180 on the ramp. Alright, ground crew's here with the passenger bags. Now our secondary is going to be Atlanta Center. I'll tune them on comm. That's actually, yeah, 127.9 there. Atlanta Center, if they're still online, they are 132.907. 132.975. And then Jackson Center, I have no clue if they'll still be online by the time we get down there, but 135.05. 135.05. Okay, frequencies are set and ready to go. Alrighty, 150, yep, they're getting the passengers on board. Let's go ahead and run through the before start checklist with Jessica here.
Before start checks.
Okay, before start checks. Doors.
Closed.
Oh yeah,
Cabin
let's close
sign.
that.
That's on.
MCP.
Set.
Fuel quantity.
Is checked.
Takeoff speed.
And
Reviewed set.
cabin sign on.
CDU.
Completed.
Trim.
Yep. Set.
Beacon light switch.
Is on.
Before start checks complete.
Alright, before start checks complete. APU is running. Door is closed. Should be about ready to go. As soon as the passengers and the bags are on board. And passengers are about done. Let's check the cargo. Yep, they're done. Alright, go ahead and shut that cargo door. And that cargo door. Alright, 178 passengers are loaded.
Welcome aboard, everyone. Before we can close the door and get
Alright,
going,
let's go ahead and shut this door and get rid of the jetway. Alright, we are ready to proceed. Passenger cool close, wheel shot's gone. Alright, set aircraft. We'll go with whichever one is heavier. Aircraft is the correct one. Proceed. We are cleared for departure. Alright, we informed the ground crew, we are ready to go. We're gonna go for a... We'll go for a straight pushback, manual stop. Do you want to start the engines? No. We'll start the engines as we push back. Alright, let me get the airport diagram here on my iPad because I'm going to need that. We are going to need to be on the south side of ramp 2 is where they want us.
Hello, everyone. This is First Officer Ted Thompson. On behalf of the entire crew,
That is
I'd
not
like
the
to
right
welcome
flight
you
attendant.
aboard. Just wanted to let you know that we'll be closing the doors and pushing back in just a couple of minutes to get us on our way. Once again, welcome aboard.
Well, that's not the right co-pilot.
Locking gear.
Oh well, I'm not going to worry about changing the sounds at the moment. Alright, let's go ahead and switch this over to COM 2. That way we were talking to the right person. And that is set, good to go.
Departure check completed. Bypass been inserted. Release parking brakes.
Parking brake.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start
Alright, flight attendants just informed me the doors are armed. We're going to push back a little ways until the engines are on the other side of the vehicle roadway, then we'll start our engines. Let's go ahead and set bleed air, or the packs to off so we have the engine start ready. We'll be starting engine 2, then 1. Gen off, hydraulics off. That needs to be off. Alrighty. We're definitely running late on our pushback here. Alrighty. Back in. Start number 2. We're waiting to N2 reads 23%, then we'll introduce fuel to the engine. 23, and then we count back from 3 before introducing fuel. 23, 2, 1, start. Alright, engine 2 is up. Wait on it to stabilize. Alright, it's good. Start number 1.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Brake
20.
pressure up.
3, 2, 1, start. Alright, we'll temp.
Unlocking
Yep,
gear.
both engines are stable. Engine freaking pop up. Engine generators on.
Fuel truck disconnected.
Tow truck disconnected, bypass pin removed. Hydraulics on. Bleeds on. ISO valve off. Packs back on. APU gen off. APU bleed off. And we can go ahead and kill the APU. That's not needed anymore. Start selectors to auto. Set this to main page.
Whatever.
Okay, somebody said whatever. Alright.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Oh, I need this back on that page. I didn't mean to switch it yet. Alright, flight controls full left. Center, full right. Center, full back. Center, full front. Center, rudder left. Center, rudder right. Center. There. I realize some of the sounds are coming through the speakers, not the headset. Alright, after start checks.
After start checks.
Okay, after start check. Anti-ice. Off. Isolation valve switch. Off. Recall. Check. Auto brake. As required.
Auto brakes RTO.
Flight controls. Check.
Alright, set flaps to 5
Flap
for
1.
takeoff.
Flaps 5. After
Well, let's go
start
ahead and
check
get the flight
complete.
attendants doing the safety briefing, not the video, because it's going to be a pretty short taxi.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take note of the flight attendants in the aisle. Demonstrate our
Alright,
safety.
we're good here. We're good here. We're good here. Brakes off.
Parking brake. Off.
Alright, give her a little throttle. We got to make a bit of a sharp turn.
In the event of cabin depressurization, oxygen mask with oil will be removed. Use the mask pulled out of the board and place the mask over your mouth and nose with the elastic band behind your head and breathe normally. The bag will not sink even though oxygen is released. Make sure to place the mask on the top before it is removed. In the event of water landing, your seat bottoms can be used as flotation devices. There are 3 exits for this aircraft, 1 located at the front and 2 over the wings on either side of the aircraft. Please note the emergency and safety information.
Okay on the right.
Okay on the left.
Alright, we're clear on the left and right side.
There are 2 lavatories on board, 1 in the front and 1 in the rear of the aircraft. Passengers are not permitted to gather with the smoke detector equipment. Wait in line for the lavatory in front of the aircraft. If you need any assistance during
Yep,
the flight,
we're in ramp 2. I
please
just wanted to make sure we were on
head
ramp 2, not ramp 1.
once again, welcome aboard, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Alright, just like that. The safety briefing is really quick, and I usually use that when we have a short taxi because the safety video takes like 5 minutes to do. If we have a long taxi, it's fine, but safety video doesn't work with short taxis like this. Alright, we're coming up here. We don't want to go on the Lima. We just want to get right up here to where the vehicle road is. That's the whole point. Alright, we'll inform Atlanta approach that we are on the south side of ramp 2, ready to taxi. We are Delta 1615. Atlanta approach, good afternoon, Delta 1615, south side of ramp 2, with Foxtrot.
Delta 1615, Atlanta departure. Roger. Good afternoon. Runway 90 left at Mike 2. Taxi via Mike 2. Headline altimeter 3017.
Taxi to runway 9 left via Mike 2, Delta 1615.
And Delta 1650 just confirmed 9 left at intersection Mike 2.
9 left at Mike 2, Delta 1615, roger. Alright, so we're getting the intersecting taxiway today. Mike 2. So Mike is not this one, but the next one. So we're actually going to taxi straight on out here. This is Lima 4. And then Mike 4 Tango, Mike 2 is going to be the third taxiway on our left. We'll hang a right here. Just get right on over this taxiway. This one parallels the runway. Alright, we'll go ahead and flip everything on because it's a real short taxi, because this is Lima 3, or this is Mike 4 right here, so we're only 2 taxiways down. Alright, taxi lights should be on. I forgot to flip that on earlier. Runway turn-off lights, go ahead and flip them on. We're away from the ramp, so we can go and flip TARA on the transponder. Auto brakes set, auto throttle is armed. This one's Tango. Next taxiway is Mike 2. It's going to be a left turn. Before takeoff checks.
Okay, before takeoff checks.
Okay, before takeoff checks. Flaps. Flaps 5 set. Transponder.
Shut the windows.
Set TARA. Cabin informed. Checklist complete.
Alright, see the cabin.
Flight
Delta
attendant,
1615
prepare for
on edge
departure.
grips. Runway 9 left at Mike 2. Clear for takeoff. Wind 110 at 10.
9 left at Mike 2, RNAV to Ritz, cleared for takeoff, Delta 1615. Alright, set throttle to 40%, here we go. Alright, both engines indicate the same and in the green. Alright, turn the lights on. Takeoff. We're looking for 1.3 EPR and then we hit the EPR switch. There's 1.3 EPR, EPR hold.
Eighty knots.
Cross check, good.
Santa approach, remember
B1.
586 Kilo Tango.
Rotate.
586 Kilo Tango, headline of departure. Go.
586
Positive
Kilo
rate.
Tango. Uni at the
Gear
Aspen
up.
hangar. Request
Gear going
VFR
up.
departure to the east.
For 586 Kilo Tango, what altitude you requesting?
Wings level LNAV.
Gear up.
7,500.
Traffic.
Gear up and locked.
Engine
586
failure,
Kilo
engine failure.
Tango,
Pitch down,
line of
pitch down, pitch
departure.
down. What the hell did I just hit?
Bravo airspace to the east.
Well, it's idle. Turn that APU back on.
on. 3,500. Departure with Mace Squawk 0471.
What the hell just happened
Get
there?
out of the Bravo VFR 3,500 or below. And Squawk 0471 departures with you 6 Kilo Tango.
Okay, well that just throws everything out the door.
November 586 Kilo Tango, read back correct. Runway 8 left. Call for taxi. Headline altimeter 3017. Information call.
3017 and we will report where the 82 Kilo Tango.
Delta 1615, very contact, stay altitude passing.
Delta 1615 is holding at 2,100. We have an engine failure on number 2. We need to fly away from the airport to get everything set up for return. Can we land on runway 28?
Delta 1615, sure.
Alright, we're going to be flying
For
away
now?
from...
For now, just fly heading 090, and if you can, climb and maintain 3000.
090 to 3,000, Delta 1615, thank you. Alright, let me see, I
And
should...
Delta 1615, actually, if you can make it 4,000 feet, please.
Okay, we can do 4,000, Delta 1615. Alright, I need my QRH. I gotta bring that up real quick on my iPad. Although... Oops. Bit of a pain in the butt. That was engine failure on number 2, so move everything away from it. I'm not gonna try in-flight restart. We probably ingested a bird.
Number 586 Kilo Tango, runway 8 left, taxi via Alpha.
8 left via Alpha.
Okay.
86 Kilo Tango.
We need the engine failure for one engine. I can't remember. Normal checklist. Come on, QRH. QRH. It would be nice if I knew how to search this damn thing. We need to
And
get
Delta 1615, expect the ILS runway 28. Just let me know when you'd like to continue. Return back to the field. I'll give you a few vectors so you don't go too far out.
Copy, Delta 1615. We'll expect the ILS 28. I'm searching through the frickin' QRH for the checklist.
Plan approach AC 5295 with our IFR clearance and information call ready to push back and start into the alley.
EC 5295, push and start is at pilot's discretion in the U.S. Give me a call for taxi short of Foxtrot, please.
Probably short of Foxtrot, AC 5295.
Emergency landing
And actually, you're
pending.
going to the south side, short of Lima.
Cabin
Alright,
tune.
short of Lima.
Engine bleeds.
Or 586 Kilo Tango, fly runway heading, runway 8 left,
Alright.
takeoff.
Fuck the frickin' thing. Let's load up the ILS runway 28.
Eight left up and take off 86 Kilo Tango.
Just got a message from somebody. I can't really check that at the moment. I need the chart. Oop, getting a little slow there. Sucks being one pilot on a plane that needs two. ILS localizer runway. I can't find the fucking chart. Screw it, we'll use the PRM one. That's the one that's right in front of me. Alright, was that a message from... Yeah, it was from them. Well, I can't check it at the moment. They're just gonna have to bitch. Alright, frequency is 111.75. Course 275. Alright, we're set there. Try to get her up to 4,000, but on one engine she can't climb for shit. Alright, I need to turn that off. Atlanta approach Delta 1615, we're ready for the ILS 28.
Delta 1615, roger, trail up heading 350.
Left 350, Delta 1615. Alright, we'll try
November
to...
586 Kilo Tango radar contact. Stay altitude passing.
A6 Kilo Tango passing 1,600.
Alright, set auto
6
brakes
Kilo
to
Tango,
max.
Roger. For now, fly runway heading.
No need
And,
to evacuate on the
maintain
runway.
VFR
So what we'll do is we'll
7,500.
we'll get off of the runway
Runway heading below 7,500.
and we'll assess from there. There should be no need to evacuate on the runway, however. I need you to climb. My flaps are still at 5. I'm not going to touch them. Now is not the good day to have a pretty full payload.
Delta 1650, turn left heading 300. Gear best to maintain 3,000 until established in the localizer. Clear ILS runway 28 approach.
Left to 300, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 28 approach, Delta 1615. Alright. Fly 300 till we're on the localizer. Throttle back a bit. So low to the ground. I didn't even want to try a in-flight restart. We probably ingested a bird is what happened. I don't know, just on takeoff, 500 feet above the field, all of a sudden,
586 Kilo
boom,
Tango, turn right heading 170 for traffic.
boom. Next thing I know, my engine quits. I don't know what I hit, and I don't care. I just need to get this thing on the ground.
November 586 Kilo Tango, turn right heading 160. Vectors for traffic.
Heading 160, vectors for traffic, 86 Kilo Tango.
Localizer's alive. I got traffic 10 miles, my 12 should be no factor. We are coming in opposite the landing direction, however.
Line approach, AC 5295, short of Lima, ramp 4, ready to taxi.
AC
Airport in sight.
5295, Atlanta departure, squawk 0446.
Thought I switched up, my bad, 0446.
Well, a long time since I've had something like that happen. Usually these airline flights are pretty routine. I didn't even check my weight, but I only have one engine, so I'm just going to assume we are overweight and we're going to perform an overweight landing.
AC 5295, runway 9 request at Mike 2, taxi via Mike 2, Atlanta, altimeter
takeoff
3017.
weight.
On the left, Mike 2,
It's
AC.
20. Yeah, we're definitely overweight because that's above the max landing weight.
1615 traffic from atmosphere, 11 o'clock, 5 miles southbound Mooney at 3,500, no factor.
Copy Delta 1615. We don't have him in sight, but we do have him on TCAS.
Roger. And Mooney 6 Kilo traffic to 3 o'clock, 4 miles. A Boeing 757 established runway 28 final approach course, no factor.
Roger, traffic is not in sight, 86 Kilo Tango.
And 6 Kilo Tango, my bad, it's going to be at your 9 o'clock.
Okay, television flight.
He's in the clouds. I can't see him, and I don't need to worry with him right now.
Delta 1615, runway 28, clear to land, 110 at 10.
Runway 28, clear to land, and have the equipment standing by. We're going to be doing an overweight landing for this one, Delta 1615. Alright, go ahead and bring the gear down.
6 Kilo Tango.
Gear going down.
Flaps 10.
On course approved, maintain VFR below 7,500.
I'm not even worrying with the ILS. I have the runway in sight.
7,500 to the Tango.
It's the world's shittiest ILS approach right here. Alright, real quick.
Gear down, locked, 3 green.
30 is 132. Is going to be our speed. Auto brakes at max. Gear is down, lock, 3 green. Flaps 15.
Flaps 20.
Or flaps. Oh, we were already at 15.
Light slow.
I know.
Light slow. 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 Light
Check.
slow.
Flaps 30.
Light slow. Minimums.
Landing. I hope. Throttle out, throttle out.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Full reverse, full reverse.
And on a departure, if we're coming up on Mike 2 here, we're going to need about 45 seconds. I got to reload some to make sure I got my nav aids updated here.
Gotcha.
Reverse idle. Watch us take up the entire runway on that one.
Any 6 Kilo Tango contact Atlanta 713-2.97.
Shut up, Jessica. Alright, looks like we're going to be exiting on Sierra Golf 2.
Was that for 6 Kilo Tango?
6 Kilo Tango contact Atlanta Center 132.97. Good day.
Center 13297, good day, 6 Kilo Tango.
Delta 1615 is clear on Sierra Golf 2.
Delta 1650, welcome to Atlanta. You're going back to the gate.
Stand by, let's assess the damage real quick and we'll probably head back to the gate, Delta 1615.
Roger.
Alright. Proceed to gate Delta 1. I don't know what exactly happened, but we probably ingested a bird. It's most likely what that was. Alright, so the right pack was off this entire time. Yeah, let's go and flip that back on. That's off, that's off. You can flip those off too. Alright, so we're going to be heading back to gate Delta 1, it said. Control 12.
And AC 5295, when you're ready, sir. Contact Atlanta Center, 132.9 will be heading off shortly.
That one is too small. Let's go to Delta 2.
3297, that's AC 5295.
And it's a Delta Airlines gate. This thing. Where is Delta 2? Delta 2 is on ramp 4. Atlanta approach, Delta 1615. Dispatch wants us to go to gate Delta 2 on ramp 4. Currently at Sierra Gulf 2.
Delta 1615, Roger, I'll pass it over to center. I'll be setting off shortly. Contact the center 13297. Take care, sir.
Over to center. Thank you for the help, Delta 1615.
Sorry, Oscar Delta Foxtrot, that's confirming. 1592.
Alright, let's clean
Hey,
up.
firm, Oscar
Let's give
Delta
them a little
Foxtrot,
time to
climb and
move
maintain
it over.
200.
Raise the flaps.
200, Oscar Delta Foxtrot, direct, Delta 1592. Atlanta Center, AC 5295, short on 9 left, Mike 2, ready for takeoff.
Page 5295, I went down left, Mike 2, line of point.
On point 9 left, AC 5295.
Single engine taxi is a pain in the ass in flight sim. Atlanta Center, Delta 1615 is with you at Sierra Gulf 2. Return to gate Delta 2 on ramp 4.
Delta 1615, Roger, taxi to Sierra Gulf. Sierra Charlie, hold short for runway 9 right.
Taxi via Sierra Gulf, Sierra Charlie, hold short 9er right, Delta 1615.
Page 5295, on that Chris, runway 9 right.
You know what, all these years, even with GSX, no one has ever made an add-on that actually has emergency vehicles hold and wait for you on the runway. Someone needs to get on that. You would think FS Dream Team would have done something like that with GSX, but they never did. Would have been nice. Right engine failure on takeoff. That's been a while since I've experienced something like that. There goes that AC airplane departing. Atlanta Center, this is Delta 1615. Just to be advised, we probably ingested a bird when we took off from 9er left. I don't know why, but the engine shut down on 500 feet above the field. That's most likely what it was.
Delta 1615, Roger.
Atlanta Center, AC 5295, down to 3,600.
Because you guys heard it. Y'all were on the stream. Y'all heard it. 500 feet above the field, boom! My engine shuts down, and it sounded just like that, just a poof, and then the engine dies. That's exactly what it was. It probably was a bird, either that or someone shot us, one or the other. I see the bad thing about having engine failures and programs that do that is I spent all that time dispatching and loading this plane up correctly, only to never ever make it to Fort Lauderdale. That's the bad thing about having emergencies in flight sim, is you never get you don't, because I'm not going to continue the flight. Once we evacuate the airplane and check everything out, we're probably going to shut the stream off, because there's no sense in redispatching another flight to head to Fort Lauderdale. Alright. This is Sierra Gulf. Sierra Charlie is on our left.
Page 5295, proceed direct to Valdosta.
Damn. Center's sending him direct Valdosta already.
Valdosta, AC 5295.
Hey, firm. Clear direct cloud Austin.
I hate, see,
Alright, direct call off.
I'm not the only one.
1695.
They do that to me sometimes when I depart here. Just clear you straight to Valdosta or Alma or somewhere.
For 705, type aircraft, Boeing 737-200, with you at flight level 200. 705, Atlanta Center, 4113, and ident.
Man, this plane is a bitch to turn to the left when only the left engine is running. We shouldn't have to make except one more left turn. Should be all we have to worry about.
You guys want 230. 230 for 121 heavy.
Hey.
705, radar contact level 200. Descend to maintain 11,000, mid Charlotte altitude 3021. Maintain altitude 11,000, set November 7th.
This thing is so slow on one engine.
705, plan visual approach, runway 36 right. Correction, plan visual approach, runway 5.
Go Boeing, go Boeing, go. You slow piece of shit.
Runway 5,
Atlanta Center, this is Delta 1392. Just be advised, I'm stepping away for it. I will advise my return.
1392, Atlanta.
Atlanta Center, Delta 4930 with you, 15,000.
Number 4930, Atlanta Center, good afternoon, squad 5640, ident.
Five six three zero, and we're identing. Delta 4930.
Atlanta Center, good afternoon. Radio approach 42, question time, Robert Center, C9 airport. We currently have donations off.
It takes a while, but it
Atlanta Center,
eventually does get our
right,
speed up to a normal taxi speed. It just takes
Oh,
about
1392,
200 yards to do it. Alright, we got a hold of 9er right.
Afternoon, Atlanta Center, Delta 150 with you, flight level 300.
Delta 150, Atlanta Center, roger, descend fast discretion, maintain, flight level 240.
Delta 240, Delta 150.
Remember 705, flight heading 270 back to final.
Alright, hold short of 9er right.
Flight heading 270, headings to final, November 705. Delta 1392, proceed direct to 30.
Okay, ramp 4. It's going to be
Roger,
straight
see you
ahead,
at Jerry, Delta
turn
1392.
right, and then a slight left on the uniform.
Delta 1392, information call, this current advisory you have.
Then a right turn on either Mike or Lima, then a
Sorry,
left
say again, I was
on
really
Lima
fast,
6.
692.
Ramp 4 and
Yeah,
gate D2
information
should be
call,
on our
Atlanta,
right.
current advisement you have it.
It's that gate right over there.
Advise you have information, Delta 1392.
Remember 586 Kilo Tango. Go ahead for November 586 Kilo Tango. Remember 586 Kilo Tango, you're leaving the Atlanta cross proper airspace. Radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved, 7 flight. VFR, frequency change approved, good day. I think this thing.
Delta 1615 is holding short of 9er right at Sierra Charlie.
Delta 1615 of Sierra Charlie, cross from 9 right, hold short of 9 left at uniform.
At Sierra Charlie, cross 9er right, hold short of 9er left at uniform, Delta 1615.
Delta 150, clear direct to Helene, cross Canada, maintain 12,000 at 250 knots, Atlanta altimeter 3017. Information Gulf is current.
Just cross, I'll get 2,000, 150.
Delta 150, 12,000 at 0 knots, and you clear direct to Helene.
Cross the runway. Such a slow plane on a single engine.
Number 705, just to maintain 5,000.
Alright, need to make a right turn. Uniforms at taxiway immediately to our right.
UPS 121 Heavy, contact Indianapolis, 119.55, have a good flight. Is that 19er55? Hey, from 119.55. Roger, over to Indianapolis Center on 19er.55, UPS 121 Heavy. Have a good day, sir. Safe.
Alright, hold short here on uniform. Anyone taking off over there? Nobody's over there. I wonder why it's having me hold short of both these runways. I
Another 4930, confirming fucking 5640.
understood hold
radar
short of
contact.
9 right, but 9 left when there's nobody lined up for the departure queue. It's a bit weird.
Boeing 5640, Mirage Gang, 4930.
Another 4930, got now radar contact level 250. Descend and maintain level 240.
Got a 240, Delta 4930.
Delta 4930, are you RNAV capable?
Anytime.
Roger, do you have the 33 arrival to landing?
Can you repeat that arrival gauge, Delta 4930?
That's a 33 arrival, D, Delta India Romeo Tango Yankee arrival, 33.
Your arrival will make the adjustments, Delta 4930.
Delta 4930, Roger, clear direct to Sierra Oscar Tango, and the 33 arrival.
Sierra Oscar Tango and 33 arrival, Delta 4930.
21.1 fuel. We have burned next to nothing. In fact, we've only burned... haven't even burnt 5,000 pounds of fuel. That's including...
1392, cross the 30 intersection, and maintain 14,000.
That's with that loop
layout
around
3017.
on the emergency return, and we haven't even done 5,000 pounds. Why are we taxiing around with our freaking windows closed? It's hot in here.
Or 705, turn right being 360, just to maintain 3000.
Maintain turn to 30, maintain 3000.
Atlanta Center.
Delta 4930.
Delta 1615, cross runway 9 left at uniform, Join Mike, taxi to ramp 4.
Cross 9 left at uniform. Join Mike. Taxi to ramp 4. Delta 1615. Yeah, you get stepped on people a lot in VATSIM.
Climb, or just maintain 12,060 knots, still 59 service us.
Alright, he wants us to join Mike, which would be a right turn here.
Center Delta 40, 930, what one should we expect off the 33?
And there's a 4930, expect on my 2 pull up.
Okay, we'll put 27 left, Delta 4930.
And 4930, pick up information, golf, advise when you have it.
Alright. This one here is going to be a pain in the butt. This is the last left turn we got to make.
Number 705, turn right heading 02.
So I'm actually going to overdo this one. Hopefully, this won't be as a big a pain in the butt as it was when we tried to make that left turn earlier.
Number 705, the Charlotte Airport, 2 o'clock and 10 miles. Report field inside.
Alright, there's the ground crew waiting on us. This is ramp 4 right here.
Haven't quite yet.
Taxi light off.
Roger. Roger, 705, flighting 030.
0.
Delta 150, clear direct to Howdy.
Clear direct to Delta 150.
Come on. Come on, baby.
Atlanta 792, can you me once again, I know you typed it up, just confirm for me again the event altimeter?
Who's asking?
It's still 1392.
1392, line altimeter 3017.
3017, 1392.
Remember 705, flighting 050.
Alright, brake set.
Parking brake set.
Put us on the APU generator.
050, have the field insight.
Alright, kill the engine.
Remember 705, clear visual approach 185.
Alright, we'll get the passengers off of the aircraft, and then we'll assess the damage. Alright, passengers are exiting the aircraft.
Delta 150, plan runway 27 left, you have information golf.
Let's go ahead and get everything shut down to cold and dark, as far as possible.
Left, Delta 150, information call.
Alright, thank you. Number 705.050, gust to 18, runway 5, clear lane.
Clear to land.
This aircraft's getting taken off the line, so ain't nothing we can do about that. Let's go ahead and shut everything down, because that right engine's going to need some serious repairs.
Yard 4226, with information call. We on the south side, we're ready for taxi. 9 or left.
Passenger bags will remain on the aircraft until we, passengers get off first. We'll inspect the aircraft, then we'll offload their bags. Jesus, you guys have taken a long time to get off this airplane. Granted, I only opened the front door, but... I'm gonna shut these. Huh? You hear that guy? He's like, huh? Oh my god. Christ, we came back to the gate. It ain't that bad. Yes, it probably was a bit of a rough landing. Yes, we had an engine failure right after takeoff. But it was a safe landing. We brought it back to the airport. You get to see your family again. So yeah, I spent probably 30 minutes getting this dispatch together. All this fun information here, including the load sheet. And one engine failure completely throw all this out the window. Don't need it anymore because it's important. Alright, get your fat asses off of my airplane. This is weird. This thing, dispatch was sending me messages, but once you put this in emergency mode, you can't access any of those messages. See, like, I can't look at any of them until the evacuation's complete. Well, while we wait on them, let's see if we can't actually find that checklist. I was looking for it earlier and could not find it to save my life. I had a hard enough time just flying the plane, so I gave up on it. If there was a way to search through this on the iPad. What is this one? Access doors, automatic unlock, cargo doors, emergency doors. Smoke fire fumes, engine tailpipe fire, engine fire, APU fire, volcanic ash, starter cutout, trailing edge flap symmetry. You would think they'd have engine failure up front. You'd think they'd sort this by most dangerous to least dangerous. Fuel system pressure. Are we back in the normal? Oh, we can search this. Engine failure. Let's see. Dual engine failure, or shutdown. It's on page 7.9. I will find this damn checklist. Dual engine failure, that's not it. Engine failure shutdown. Okay, this is dual engine failure checklist. don't need dual engine failure, I need single engine failure. Abort engine start. Let's see. Thrust selectors, or engine start selectors, both to flight. Yeah, we were so low, I omitted that. I wasn't even going to bother trying to restart flight because of that bang I heard on takeoff. There wasn't no point. I don't want to explode the engine. Okay, everybody's off. Let's secure the cabin. Proceed to gate D1. Whatever. We'll set. We're gonna turn that off now. All right, let's hop out of the plane down to the ground view. Let's take a look at this thing. So I am 90% sure what happened was we ingested a bird. Oh, let's shut the plane down completely real quick. Alright. 90% sure that's what happened because we got about 500 feet above the runway and then there was just a loud boof and the right engine dies. I'm 90% sure that was a bird or something just flew in our engine. So they're going to have to take this plane off the line and replace the engine. Well, that was interesting. It wasn't... Probably it was a lot more interesting than watching our aircraft fly to Fort Lauderdale. Alright, let's go ahead, put the covers, close the cowling. Shut all that. And we'll go ahead and offload the passengers. That was the wrong thing. Request deboarding from Delta Airlines. Alright. Alright, so we verified engine's dead. We'll go ahead and offload passenger baggage now. We are still connected to the VATSIM network. While we wait on them to do that, let's go to VATtastic and look at our flight. Let's actually see where the real world one is. So yeah, he's there. So he's pretty much over Panama City's right there. So that's probably about where Cross City is. Cross City, Florida, and that's where he's over. That would have been our flight right there had we not experienced a dramatic engine failure. Yep, you can see where they changed it. Changed destination to Atlanta, route emergency. Huh. Let's look at VATAware real quick. See if they have the they should have the track on there by now. Delta 1615. Let's look at our track. Yep, that's what we did. Wasn't any kind of... So that does not match up with that. This is the real air flight. Bleh. This is what the real flight's doing. This is what we did. Took off, engine failure, flew this way, around, came back in, and spent a half an hour taxiing around on the airport. Fun, fun, fun. One possible 752/L, 4,000 feet, 458 knots, emergency. Alright, looks like they got the PAX bags off. We'll go ahead and secure the aircraft now. So we'll close passenger and cargo doors. And close the main door. And we'll just get rid of the ground crew. And just like that, the flight's over. Never even left Atlanta. Well, we did. We took off and then came back around. That was interesting. Oh, fun, fun, fun. Let's go ahead and disconnect this, since that's not useful to us in an emergency. So this only handles normal checklists, not the emergency checklist. Well, for a special treat, I'm actually going to, since we didn't quite get to do this, I'm going to put the stream on intermission for a little bit, and we'll do a short helicopter flight somewhere, maybe. Let me see. All this weather around Jax, my normal stomping grounds aren't really going to be doable. Where's anywhere with clear weather? Hilton Head, maybe. Well, there's 3 of you on the stream right now. What do y'all want? Do something small, GA aircraft. I'm not going to do a full redispatch on another airline flight, especially the way this one turned out. But let me know in the comments real quick what y'all want to see while we sit here. I'm willing to do another. Keep it to less than 30 minutes if you want something. So something short and simple, since we didn't get to do our full flight today. Alright guys, y'all have, I'll give y'all a few minutes to type something in the chat box if y'all want me to try something. Otherwise, I'll just make something up myself. I'll do whatever. Just about anything. Just give me a suggestion. Just keep it under 30 minutes in length. Since we didn't get to do the full flight today, I'll give y'all another treat. I try to keep my streams about 2 hours long. Let's get Sky Vector, see what we got. What's Valdosta up to right now? Oh, they're pretty clear. Jack Center is online right now. We could do something over here with Valdosta. Maybe head over to Tallahassee. Anything going over? Oh, Panama City is clearing 1,000,000. They are expecting thunderstorms at 2100 Zulu in 30 minutes. And you can already see them starting to build. Haven't been over to Panama City in a while. Alright, well, you guys hadn't typed anything, so I guess you really don't care. Oh, I'll think of something. Let's see. Warner Robins. All these marginal airfields around here. We'll avoid the thunderstorms. Savannah, Hilton Head's a bit gusty on the winds. Might not be best for a chopper. What's Ocracoke up to? What's the weather look like near Ocracoke? Closest airport to Ocracoke is gusty, but few clouds, good visibility. There's a couple of rain showers here. That sounds fun. Let's do something over around Ocracoke Island. Alright, so I'm going to put the stream on intermission real quick. And we're going to switch this over to Ocracoke in I don't know what. We'll see you in a second, guys. Alright, we'll be back shortly. Just a second. Check. Alright. Alright, so I've cooked up a little something for us here since we didn't get to do the full flight earlier. What we'll do is we'll reconnect the VATSIM. We are 8625 Charlie. November 8625 Charlie. And we're a Cessna 182. And we'll just redo our weather real quick. We are at Whiskey 95, heading for... What was the frickin' thingy? Kilo Mike Quebec India. Nice short one. Kilo Mike Quebec India. And just click reload real quick. And that should make sure we get the latest weather. And yep, we are here at Ocracoke Island. Whiskey 905 is the identifier. And we're going to do a nice short flight around the islands over to whatever that airport's name is. What is this one? Manteo Dare County. Should be a nice short flight. About 2.4, then 20, and then another 22 in the Cessna 182. I expect that will probably take about a half an hour, maybe 45 minutes to do. Should fill the time up real quick. Not going to worry about filing a plan. We are in center's airspace, but which center? This one should be the closest one. I need a nav box here. That's Cherry Point Marine Corps Air Station. So this is probably Charlotte Center, isn't it? Or is it Washington? Washington Center. We're under Washington Center's airspace, so if we see them online, we really ain't got to talk to them because we're going to be VFR, so it really doesn't matter. Just wanted to know who I was with here, which they are not online. So, yeah, let's go flying. Real quick, I just need to change the stream name. We're going to be... What's the name of this place? Ocracoke Island. Hopping in a C182 on VATSIM. No description, I won't worry about that. Okay, we've changed the stream name. Let's get in the air. Okay. So, for some reason this plane thinks the battery is on. It's not, but it thinks it is. I am going to real quick shut these doors and open the... Oh, we can't. Wow, this is an older Carenado plane. You can't do squat in this one. Alright, so real quick we are going to turn this to both. Master battery on. Open the cow flaps. And I'm just going to control E, start this thing up. Right, beacon light on. Smoke pours out of the airplane. We're on 122.8. Okay, what we got here?
1355, descend to maintain 5,000.
Why I'm picking up Atlanta Center still.
Center and Mike cleared to land, so this is the 855.
Sorry about that.
How do you switch in this one? That's marker audio. If I switch that back, where does it put us? There we go. Now we're on the right frequency. Okay, this is Ocracoke Island, Whiskey 905. Elevation 4 feet. Communications, there's a CTAF on 122.9. Cherry Point approach departure control, not going to worry about them. There is a helipad, but it's for emergency use only. It's an unattended airfield, closed 30 minutes after sunset until 30 minutes before sunrise. Night traffic prohibited. Flocks of seagulls on and near the runway, around standing water, and after heavy rains. Let's not have another bird strike. Runway subject to flooding after heavy rain. High-speed, low-level military operations in vicinity of airport. Runway safety area is loose sand, not suitable for aircraft. Sand dune 300 feet northeast, runway 24. On centerline, airport is within Cape Hatteras National Seashore. Maintain 2,000 feet vertical and horizontal distance from seashore beaches. Key code access to pilot lounge. I do not know the code. It is a 2,900. There's an airplane inbound. He's using runway 6. Runway 6 and 24 is 2,998 feet by 60. Asphalt, single wheel, 3,000 pounds. We're fine. Yes. No weather services here, so we're gonna have to use just set the altimeter based on airfield elevation, which is 4 feet. So that's 2, 4, 6, 80. It's 20, 40, about right there. Let's go ahead and set the transponder to on, where it should be. Alright, that aircraft was using runway 6. Is there a windsock around here? There is, but it's way the hell over there. I can't see it. You know what will be fun? I'm gonna turn on that birds add-on. I don't ever really use it. What's it called? Wildlife something? Wildlife Plus. We're gonna run as administrator. This ought to be fun. We'll go wildlife hunting, or just looking for it. Alright, we're connected. I don't use this because it has a bit of a frame rate impact. Alright, creating wildlife. There's a sailboat over there. But since we're out here in the middle of nowhere, should be no factor. Alright, just go into the stats. It is created. There are 2 birds nearby. That's all it's generating. I have it set pretty low, so.
Whiskey 905, traffic, Cessna, November 5, 900 Lima Delta, is 4 miles southwest inbound, visual, runway 6.
He's 4 miles. I don't know what type he is. Tell you what, we'll hold for him. So we'll just hold right here for him. Shift 7. It's my GPS. We're gonna go Kilo Mike Quebec India Dare County Regional. Activate. I've direct lined that one. We're actually going to be sticking along the shoreline following these waypoints. Yep, it's a good thing we decided to hold because that looks like a twin Cessna. What is the wind actually doing? It's 046. Actually favors runway 6, doesn't it? Yeah. Just wait on him to land and get clear of the runway. Then we'll backtrack on 24.
Whiskey 905, traffic, Cessna, November 5, 900 Lima Delta, 1 miles southwest inbound, visual, runway 6.
Backtrack on 24, turn around, take off runway 6. Oh, that looked rough. Cessna 310 does not make a good AI airplane.
Kilo Hotel Sierra Echo, traffic, H November 776, Papa Lima, taking off runway 7, north departure.
Don't turn here. Why are you turning here? Do you not see me? Why are you going through the grass is a better question. We're gonna have to pull through him because he's stopped now. He's just stuck there. Alright, we'll backtrack runway 24. There's a turnaround area over there. It's been a while since I've been to this airport, but there is a turning area over there, if I remember correctly. Whoa. She's a bit squirrely. Let's turn around right here. Shouldn't need the flaps for this takeoff. Little sailboat over there. They're out there having themselves a good time. Alright, landing and strobe lights on. Mixture's full rich, props full forward, cow flaps open, flaps not required. Heading runway 6. The winds are 056. 060, 056. So pretty much right down the runway. Alright, let's get airborne. I hadn't heard anyone else on CTAF, so let's go ahead and announce we're taking off runway 6, departure to the north.
Whiskey 905, traffic, Cessna, November 8625, Charlie, taking off, runway 6, north departure.
Alright, we want to get up to 2,000 feet as requested by the airport facility directory. There's Okokoke. There's a ferry over there. Check that out. Alright, we'll follow the beach. Our first waypoint is Victor Papa Golf Hotel India, and it can be identified by the bend in the chain of islands as well as the Billy Mitchell Airport. Let's take it all the way up to 3,500. I forgot to turn the transponder to altitude. Alright, manifold pressure back to 25. Let's bring the RPM back inside the green arc. There we go. And we'll pitch and trim for about a 90 knot climb. Lovely day. Nice blue water. Lovely reflections from the clouds. Rocky shore there. Just stops and turns into a beach. Switch this to a tail view. That'll work. Alright, we'll take it up to, actually we're northbound. We're going to be slightly northeast bound. We need a odd altitude, so yeah, 3,500 will work. Just because this thing has a really interesting autopilot. Let's see if I can figure it out. Alright. Autopilot on. Heading select, and does not look like it has an altitude hold. That's approach. That's nav track. That's a high sensitivity, that's back course. And that's a turn knob. It's a 300 Alpha Nav-O-Matic. So nope, it does not have altitude hold. So we'll have to hold altitude ourselves. Cool. Alright, let's pitch and trim for level flight. We'll bring it back to 20 on the manifold pressure. It does have heading hold though, so it's got, or it's heading select, and a nav track, but it doesn't have altitude hold. So I'm gonna pitch, and looks like it's trimmed up okay for now. Let's look around and see if there's anything to see. I don't see any ships out there. I have the animals program connected, so we should start seeing wildlife But I do have the settings turned really far down for it, so the wildlife should be few and far between. That's really pretty water. So I'll just keep flying around here and see if there's any wildlife to see. That's an interesting looking DME gauge. Ooh, bouncy there. There's birds right there. Check that out. Looks like they're higher than us though. We'll fly underneath them. So except for bird shit, we shouldn't have to worry about anything. Now those birds are not being generated by the wildlife program, however. Those birds are part of a flight sim by, sort of by default. They show up whenever there's a thermal. If you have thermal visualization turned on, is that a... Nope, just some islands. Tell you what, let's track to the east a bit. Stay away from these guys. The last thing I need is another bird strike. 2 bird strikes in one day is not something I want to experience. I wonder if, because the scenery I use for Atlanta, there is flocks of birds at that airport. I wonder if FS Captain detected that I went through a flock of birds and just decided to kill my engine because of it. I don't know, something killed my engine. The only program I have set to do that is FS Captain. I'm gonna check the logs. I'm gonna check the logs before I close the stream. And we'll see. Alright, let's fly back this way a bit. That should keep us around, get us away from those animals. Don't need another close encounter of the avian kind. Airliner up there. There's a couple of boats floating around down there. Man, those are some big animals. Check that out. Screenshot. But yeah, we're sticking away from where the flock seems to be concentrated. Do not need 2 bird strikes in one stream. Now keep y'all's eyes open on the water, because occasionally whales will break the surface. I think I saw some earlier back when we were on the ground. Let me check the stats on this. Let's see. It is generating no animals at the moment. Okay, let's increase the frequency then. That way we should see a few more of them. And let's do so as well on the sky. And that should start generating some more creatures for us to see. Normally I don't want to have it where they show up all the time, but I don't mind turning those settings up for a stream so we can see them more often. Let's track a bit more over this way since we're away from those birds now. Alright, that beach right there is our first waypoint. That's the bend that takes us north more. And as our backup, there's that airfield we talked about, so yep. That's definitely the first waypoint then. There's a ship out there. Looks like an oil tanker. Just cruising along out there. Other than that flock of birds back there, I hadn't seen any wildlife. It's still not generating it. Alright, I'm going to up the number then. And lower the intervals on both sea and sky. So it should start generating, definitely should start generating more now. Yep, here it goes. Generating 8 birds. Still no sea life. This is weird, I'm actually wanting to encounter wildlife. There's a bird right there. Oh, there's several of them right there. Looks like gulls, seagulls. Keep your eyes peeled to the water. It's completely random where it spawns them, but every now and then you'll see a whale or dolphins, some shark. I haven't seen a shark. It's always been whales and dolphins, but maybe there are sharks. I don't know. We're over the frickin' ocean. It's still not generating any. Alright, it wants to play that way. Maximum generation, low intervals. Save settings. Should start generating some sea life now. I ain't got a choice. I just told it to fucking generate them. There was whales earlier. I know I saw some. Location scatter. Oh, that's why it's frickin' turned off. Because we're too high. There. Hopefully it'll start frickin'. Alright, we're passing our first waypoint. Birds at night. No, bird collisions off. It's apparently generated more birds. Let's go back into the cockpit and turn to the new heading. Roughly that direction. There's that ship, that oil tanker out there. Alright, that was the first waypoint. Our next waypoint is VPUMO and can be identified by a slight bend or slight curve in the islands and the city of Rodenth. Is that how you pronounce that? I don't know. There's also a VOR on destination airfield, Wright Brothers VOR 111.6. So let's tune that, 111.6. There's the Wright Brothers VOR. Identify our RBX. Might be two. Yeah, we're not receiving it. 111. Is that a 6? That's a 6. 111.6. Why are we not picking it up? We were within range of it. We're not that far away. No clue. There is no clue. Whoa, bird. It's two of them. I've turned the frequency settings up on the wildlife generator, so we should see more animals. Maybe we're too close to shore for it to be generating sea life. No. No. It generated sea life earlier and we were on the airport. There's another ship out there we'll be passing by. Several boats down there having a good old time. Why are you not generating any sea life? We are below 5,000 feet AGL. Creation distance, recycle radius, sea life at night, yes. 800 every 3 seconds. It's just not making them. I don't know. I just don't know, guys. Stork, stork, gull, that's the last inserts. And a swan. Still not making... It should be making them with much more frequency than this as well. Well, hopefully we'll see something. Haha, we're receiving that VOR. And that was dot, dash, dot, dash, dot, 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 dash, dot, dot, dash. Alright. Matches, so that is the correct VOR. And we are 35 nautical miles from... That is a short range VOR, isn't it? Alright, the radial we're going to track inbound is 17160 inbound, so we want 160 on the tail. So that's 160. How about there? I hate those, I hate these things because they're so low. Like, it's really hard to tell which radial you're on exactly. That looks like 160 radial there. Looks like we got another ship here. Another oil tanker. So is that one back there? Somewhere. Yep, there he is. They're just following one another. They look like the same ship. Another flock of birds right in front of me. Off to the side a bit. Let's track towards the east again. About this heading. These freaking animals are everywhere today. But it's not showing any sea life, and that's making me angry. Alright, there's the bend. That's the bend in the island chains. That should be our next waypoint. Let's say, where'd those birds go? We are a little too close for comfort, aren't we? Yeah, they're flying around in a circle right here. It's definitely must be a thermal there. Oh, there's a flock of seagulls just flew by us. So plenty of birds, but no sea life. Alright, let's track back this direction again. Have not seen a whale yet. There's that ship. I want to see a whale. It's just not generating anything. There. 800, approximate 800 every 48 seconds. Random timing up to 48 seconds anyway. It should generate something. Anything. I'll settle for a frickin' dolphin. Anything at all. Alright, our radial's coming in, so this is our waypoint. Yep, that's the bend in the north, and that's the town. Alright, so we want to track about 340 probably. Let's just track 360 for now. And the identifier, Mike, Quebec, India. Let's bring up our airport info. Kilo, Mike, Quebec, India. Dare County Regional. We have several procedures. I'm interested in the airport facility directory. Alrighty, their advisory frequency is on 122.8. Their weather is on 128.275. Let's see if we can't pick that up from here.
Kilo, Mike, Quebec, India, automated weather observation. 210, Zulu. Wind 061 at 17. Visibility
061,
greater
favors
than
runway
20
5.
miles. Sky condition, ceiling 3,200, broken. Temperature 23 Celsius. Dew point 18 Celsius. Altimeter 3023. Kilo, Mike, Quebec, India, automated weather observation. 210, Zulu. Wind 061 at 17. Visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky condition.
Alright, that favors runway 5. So we'll use runway 5 for landing. Runway 5 is 4,300 by 100 feet. It's asphalt with single wheel, 4,800 pounds, which we are fine. Medium intensity runway lights. There is going to be a PAPI P2 on the left side, glide slope of 3 degrees, displace threshold of 305 feet. Alright. And we'll continue tracking over the islands. And we're at a relatively low altitude, so I can just start down once I see the airport. Alright. Still hadn't saw a single... There's one right there. Right there. Nope, that's a sailboat. Never mind. False alarm. I thought I saw a whale. So I've ran into 2 flocks of birds, and a couple flew by me. Other than that group of whales I saw at the beginning at Ocracoke Island, I didn't even point them out, but I saw them. I haven't seen a single damn whale. Haven't saw a single damn one. It's not generating any. We're over frickin' open ocean, and I've set the generation to essentially maximum. It's still not generating any. It's generating birds just fine, but sea life is turned on. I'm gonna reset it real quick. Clear recycle radius. Did that do anything? Okay, how about... Let's stop it for now. And let's restart it. Creating 1,000, scanning IDs, returning to 100%. Okay. Okay, I've restarted it. Let's see if we see anything. I see our shadow. Come on, I want to see a whale. Very bumpy today. There's a bird. That's a big bird too. Look at that thing. Come on, whale. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I want to see a whale. Humpback, orca. I'll settle for a tiger or a great white shark at this point. Actually, no, I'd rather not, because the second I see a shark, that's when my engine's gonna fail. It's not generating any. What the frack? Not generating any. Over the open ocean. And it's not generating a damn creature. Reset these to where I had it. I'm sorry guys, doesn't look like we're gonna see a whale today. I wanted to see a whale. Alright, where is our airport? Bearing 340, which puts it over there at 14 miles. That's probably it right there. Alright. Let's fly heading 345. I'm gonna turn the autopilot off. Fly the airplane myself. And we'll enter the right base runway 5. Let's actually announce a full stop landing position.
Kilo Mike Quebec India, traffic Cessna November 8625 Charlie is 12 miles southeast, 3,500 inbound to land. Runway 5. Kilo Mike Quebec India, traffic Ernie November 4665 Sierra is 6 miles southwest inbound visual, runway 5.
Okay, 6 miles southwest inbound visual, runway 5. That puts him over there. See him, he might be in the clouds. There's a bird we just passed by. Frame rate is going down. It says it's generated some sea life. But I haven't seen a single one. I'm just gonna turn that off. It's a bit frame rate heavy too. Done with that. Throttle back some, we'll start down. Got a serious fuel imbalance. Okay, there's that Mooney. He's on an extended final now, probably about 4 miles. We'll aim to come in behind him. I think that's that Mooney.
Mike Quebec India, traffic Ernie November 4665 Sierra is 4 miles southwest inbound visual, runway 5.
He's 4 southwest inbound for 5. We'll come in behind him. We'll pull my throttle back a little bit more. Oops. This is the thing I wanted. Alright, set that to the wind. Look at these bridges. There's two right here, two long ones, and a smaller one right here. Make ourselves a little bit more visible. I'm going to turn the taxi light on as well. That way both our headlamps are on. Stay with me, frame rate. Alright, that guy's on a 1 mile final now.
Kilo Mike, Quebec, India, traffic, running November 4665 Sierra is 1 mile southwest inbound, visual, runway 5.
Alright, let's tar our position.
Kilo Mike, Quebec, India, traffic, Cessna, November 8625 Charlie is 4 miles southeast, 1,500, inbound to land, runway 5.
I'd say we're south of the field, not southeast of it, but whatever. Haven't heard anyone else on the radio. I don't see anyone else on the final. That airplane's landing now and should be clear by the time we get there. Yep, he's landing now. There's a building in the way, so I can't quite see if there's anyone lining up for takeoff. But I do hear somebody. Alrighty, let's close these. Alright, flaps 10. We are on the base leg.
Kilo Mike, Quebec, India, traffic, Cessna, November 8625 Charlie is on base, runway 5. Kilo Mike, Quebec, India, traffic, running November 4665 Sierra is clear of the runway.
Get ready to turn on the final. Mooney is clear. Start our turn on the final. Flaps 20. Several boats on the extended center line here. They don't seem to give a shit. Alright, there looks like a Cessna Citation holding short for us. Let's call we're on final.
Kilo Mike, Quebec,
Oh,
India,
well,
traffic, Cessna,
that
November
works.
8625 Charlie is 1 mile southwest, 400, inbound to land.
Well, that Citation was nice enough to hold for us. Oh, that was rough. It's like the lift just died. Let's try to make this turn off here so we can get out the way of that citation. It's like ground effect wasn't even a thing in this airplane. Landing and strobe lights off. Taxi light off. Mixture out for ground ops. And cow flaps open. Transponder to... Let's go ahead and just flip it to standby. Did that citation insta-teleport? I think he did. Because that citation wasn't parked next to that Mooney when we came in. But now he is. I see a Cessna over there. Let's go park next to him. And I'm just going to tear across the taxiway, why not? Just park next to this 172 over here. We can get a good look at all the boats. Alright, set the brake. Alright. Magnetos. Okay, hold on. Avionics. Lights. Mixture. Magnetos. Lights. Master battery. Now close the cloud flaps and flip that to off. I like the sounds in this airplane though. And we are parked. Well, guys, that is going to do it for this live stream. Sorry we didn't get to follow the original plan. Originally, we were going to go from Atlanta to Fort Lauderdale on a 757, but we suffered what I'm presuming is a bird strike on takeoff and failed the right engine. So we had to turn around and land, park up, inspect everything, and decided I'll come over here and do a nice little short Cessna 182 flight. But that's going to do it for this stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. Take care, everybody.